Hello everyone, my name is Dylan McFry and I'm here to walk you through the lesson plan project that I have come up with. The students that will be working on my project are a 10th grade biology class. They'll be covering the unit of biomes. This is information that they've seen twice before, once in 7th grade life science and once again in 9th grade environmental science. So the project's a good way to sort of sum up that information while at the same time getting them to think about it on a more deep level. There are three components to my project. So the three major components, the students will work in partners and they'll have 2 weeks to complete the three parts of the project. First part of the project will be creating a biome world tour using Google Tour Builder. Their only job will be to make at least 8 stops on the tour using the 8 major biomes of the world. So as you see here, I have an example set up to where you'll pick a random location in the world where that biome is found, and then you will go to each of the following locations. And in this part of the screen, you will list out different facts about the biome, specifically biotic and abiotic factors, as well as the average climate and identifying marks for each of the biomes. So this will be the portion that the pair will then share with the class on the 2 presentation days for the project. So they'll have 2 weeks total, 8 days of class work to work on the project, and the other 2 days to finish up presentations. So once they're done with the tour builder, they'll then move to their second aspect of the project, which will be a travel blog, which they will make using Weebly. Now I have here my own blog brought up from the program that we've been doing so far. And their job will be to make 9 blog posts, one as an introduction, and the other 9 posts will be specifically for the 8 biomes. Their job here will be to display higher order thinking in that rather than just list facts about these biomes, they will instead list 2 human threats to the biomes, the major threats, and then their job will be to list ways in which they could help reverse that damage. So in a way, they are thinking about ways they could solve problems throughout the world and actually save these biomes by using the Weebly blog. In the last portion of it, they will utilize social media, specifically Instagram. Now I have here an example from my own Instagram page that I made for the purpose of this presentation. You see their job will be to make 3 posts for each of the 8 biomes, so 24 posts total, and all their job will be is show a picture of the biome in its various forms and also give a fact about the biome, as I did with the desert here. So this will bring into the fold, it'll bring into the fold social media, it will bring in Google Tour Builder as well as blogging aspects, so they'll be using a lot higher order thinking than just simply regurgitating facts. Now there is a place for straight facts in this presentation, but at the same time they are thinking about ways to help save these biomes as well. Now, as far as the implementation process, the students worked on this during class, and they worked on it throughout each class period. Now, something that turned out differently than when I originally planned it is Instagram was blocked on the student iPad, so the Instagram portion of the project ended up becoming more of a homework assignment, while the other 2, the Google Tour Builder as well as the blog, ended up being what they worked on during their class time. So it was important for them to finish Instagram while at home. Now, this brought up the issue of some students don't have internet access at home. Well, they were given extra time to complete the project, and also they were asked to work with different groups that could help set their Instagrams up for them, and they could work with them to get that accomplished. So everyone, by utilizing other groups, as well as the technology they had available, were able to finish the project on time. As far as things I would do differently, there are 2 major things. One, I would plan a little better as far as the availability of technology. As we all know, sometimes technology does not work. One day while working on the project, the Wi-Fi for the school was down. Because of that, I had to think on the fly and plan that day where the students were writing their blog posts on paper, and then later on they would then translate them into their online blogs. So I probably could have thought of something better to do had I planned ahead and planned for a day in which maybe the internet was not available. Secondly, another thing I would do is utilize a green screen app from the iPad. So then, instead of using a blog, world tour, and an Instagram, instead they could then put themselves into the biomes by using the green screen to make biome backgrounds and then make video blogs while in their biome. This would combine 2 of the steps, the blog, the Instagram, and the world tour. So that was all 3 steps, but it would combine the tour builder and the Instagram into one step. So then you have 2 main parts of the project, the video blog as well as the written blog. That would be a little easier to grasp for students that may have thought that 3 parts were a little too much to bear, and instead they can then focus on those 2 major parts of the project. This project also showed that it showed the faculty that social media is something that can be used instead of a distraction. It can be used for educational purposes as well, and it was a big hit with the students. So that was a summary of my project. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to hearing from all of you later.